Saturday, 3:37 p.m. Kazu blended with the crowd as he leered upon Kei and Shoyo's circus act. The Cğɪʀsᴛ volleyball club members were in his field of vision. His eyebrows furrowed, upper lip curled up, nose wrinkled. Rah! What a pain. Saturday, 3:56 p.m. You children. Hinata-kun. Stop acting so reckless. Tsukishima Kei. This is unbecoming of you. Ha. Gomenasai. Eventually, they were sent to the guidance office, and were reprimanded for their actions. Sunday, 5:11 p.m. School Festival, Day 3. Good afternoon students. The school play of Class 1-4, will start in 5 minutes. Please proceed to the school auditorium. Thank you. Class 1-4? I wonder what Kei is up to. Hinata-kun. Get a move on. Right, sorry. Sunday, 5:34 p.m. Hinata Shoyo's phone pinged 25 minutes after the announcement went off. Hinata Shoyo's phone. Shrimpy, why aren't you here? I can't find you. Where? Kei's class play? Didn't my brother tell you? Huh. Tell me what? What are you talking about? He'll be taking the role of Prince Charming for their class play. It's already 20 minutes through. What? I know nothing of this. Wait. Is that why he hasn't been hanging out with me lately? What? I'm so relieved. He could have just told me instead of acting all shy. God. You should have told me sooner. I'll be right there. Shoyo left his friends and headed straight for the auditorium. He was in such a hurry, his lungs were bursting. Oh God, please let me be on time. Shoyo pushed the heavy doors open. Amidst the forest, sad and sobbing, dwarfs and animals alike, gathered around the maiden. The room was dimmed and there were barely audible murmurs from the crowd. You could tell, they were captivated by the class play. So beautiful even in death, that the dwarfs could not find it in their hearts to bury her, they fashioned a coffin of glass and gold and kept eternal vigil at her side. Shoyo searched for Kazu in the crowd. There were lots of empty seats available. Yet despite his efforts, he couldn't find him. So he proceeded to an empty seat near the stage. The prince, who had searched far and wide, heard of the maiden who slept in the glass coffin. Before Shoyo could even take a seat, a loud voice enveloped the hall.
One song, I have but one song. One song, only for you. One heart, tenderly beating, ever entreating, constant and true. One love that has possessed me. One love thrilling me through.
Snow White is.
One song,
Yamaguchi.
my heart keeps singing, of one love, only for you.
The audience fell silent. Shoyo could hear nothing but his raging heart. This is the moment everyone in the room has been waiting for. But not Shoyo. They were on the edge of their seats. Tadashi. On one knee, Charming caressed Snow White's freckle-powdered cheek, and leaned in. I dare you. Their lips came as close as it could before someone shouted at the top of their lungs, interrupting the act. There stood a man, 5 foot tall, with demeanor that surpasses 100s. Shush Shoyo. Kiss him and we're done. Snow White's eyes flickered open before the prince could even touch his lips. I'll skin you alive. Mark my words. Sho. You're seriously testing my patience. Are you really okay kissing someone else when you already have me? I'm your boyfriend. I am the only person you should be kissing. The audience were stunned. Buzzing erupted from the crowd. This is a surprise. Students could tell, that scene was definitely out of the script. No, that's... Shoyo marched towards the prince, stomping his feet so hard, he was afraid he might punch a hole. With no hesitation, Shoyo took the prince's hand and fled. After what happened during the act, the governing body of the school decided to discontinue Class 1-4 school play. Tsukishima wandered the campus with clouded thoughts. Sunday 5:42 p.m. Tsukishima Kei's point of view. That scheming asshole. What the hell is he planning this time? Flashback starts. Same day, 5 minutes before Class 1-4 school play. Hey little bro. I have news for you. Ugh. What a nauseating sight. Go away. Don't you want to hear what I have to say? It's urgent. No. Tsukishima Kei eagerly walked away from Kazu in a haste. He's dying to get away from him. It's about Shoyo. Kei froze on his tracks as soon as he heard his beloved's name. Oh. So you are interested? I don't have time for your games. But you do, if it's Shoyo, no. He couldn't deny the fact that he is worried about Shoyo's safety. Knowing Kazu's nature, he won't sit idle when things don't go his way. Just spit it out. Somewhere inside the campus, is a frightened little mouse tied and helpless, locked inside a box. You deranged piece of shit. Tell me where he is. Ha 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 ha. That's not how the game works, little brother. You have to give something, to get something. What do you want? Now we're talking. I'm not asking for much and surely, this will work out in your favor. I'm listening. In exchange for info about Shou-chan's whereabouts, in your place, I will stand and act as the prince. Kei's forehead crunched. What do you get out of this? Hee. Dear brother, it's not what I get. It's what you get. Instead of playing as a fake prince for a fake princess, you get to save the real deal. Isn't that exciting? Kazu swayed left and right imagining the dreamy scene Kei and Shoyo will be having. Gee. Shoyo's gonna be all over you once you rescued him from the evil stepmother. Or shall I say evil twin brother? Well, whatever works. The deal of a lifetime. What do you say? As if Kei was even left with a choice. It's not even a good deal, considering he plotted to kidnap Kei's little love. The only thing on Kei's mind is saving Shoyo. Nothing else matters. Fine. Now tell me where he is. He's inside the old school building. Now, make haste because he's in a very cramped space with very little air. You should. I'll fucking kill you, you hear me? That's cute. Run along so I can have a date with destiny. Tsukishima Kei ran as fast as he could towards the old school building just as Kazu told him. Little did he know. Ah. The damsel. Kazu cackled, like the villain he is not really in any distress. Kazu had a lot more planned in mind. Kei searched high and low, relentlessly, for his lover. His efforts of pursuit bear no fruit. It is only obvious, since his lover was never there in the first place. The search for Shoyo exhausted Kei to no end, yet he refused to give up. He needs to find him as soon as he can to save Shoyo from possible danger. 20 minutes through the play, Tsukishima Kei received a message. And from the person he least expects it from. Tsukishima Kei's phone. You beanpole. Couldn't even tell me you joined this year's competition? And as the Prince Charming? What kind of boyfriend am I, if I can't even support you? I'll be cheering you on. I'll shower you with kisses if you win. And more. Winks. Flashback ends. Tsukishima gritted his teeth and clenched his fist into a ball. If I ever ran onto that lying heathen, I'll be sure to crush him. I've been putting up with his bullshit, but I've had it. Sunday, 5:57 p.m. His watch reads. Tsukishima Kei's thoughts. What's taking him so long? He promised to meet me here by 6. Are they still together? And what does he mean by boyfriend? Kazu. Boyfriend. Did he think we're over because we haven't seen each other lately? No. There's gotta be a good reason. For every question that pops up, the heavier his heart felt. We were just fine yesterday. He even came over and stayed the night. What the hell is happening? Arg. I don't know anymore. Real time. Kei thought of one thing he should have done earlier. Tsukishima Kei's phone. Calling my love. 2, 3, 4 rings. By the 8th ring, he picked up the line. My love. My love. Kazu imitated Kei's tone in the most obnoxious way. Puffed. So sappy. The sound of his twin's voice made him stand from his seat. Why the hell are you? Scrap that. Where's Shoyo? Stop. Get your hands off me. You like it here? What the fuck are you doing to my boyfriend? Tone it down por favor. You're wrecking my eardrums. Shoyo. Can you hear me? Tell me where you are. Nah, he can't. Oh wait. He can. Except he's not in a condition where he can speak properly. If you know what I mean. Kei could have sworn Kazu smirking at the end of the line. Please, just tell me where he is. Don't hurt him. Don't touch him. Oh ho. This is new. The oh so proud Tsukishima Kei is pleading for his dear boyfriend. Does that make you happy, Ginger? Don't come. You son of a... Let's make one thing clear. I have something of yours. What do you have against me? That's right. Nothing. So listen close. Come to building blah blah, blah blah wing, blah blah classroom. You're not fooling anybody with your cheap tricks again. Oh please. I wouldn't. This is getting boring. Maybe Shoyo could entertain me. Hanging up now, bye. No. I'll go. That's more like it. Don't you dare touch him. I'll see to it, you won't live to see another day. Oh, I'm so scared. Ha. You're all bark and no bite, darling. We both know you can't lift one finger. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. I'll make your life a living hell. Oh dear, you've already done that. How about doing something else for a change? Like, be nice or make your brother happy for instance. Tsukishima intended to keep Kazu occupied to make sure he's not gonna do anything atrocious, yet Kazu's voice was more than enough to get Kei all worked up. So he dropped the call. It didn't take long before he arrived at the scene. Kazu was pinning down Shoyo against the wall. Hands bound by Kazu's hold above Shoyo's head. The sight made Kei's head spin. His vision turned red. Kazu smirked. I'll only say this once. Kei is mad enough to chew nails, when Kazu leaned his face closer towards Shoyo's. Move. Kazu continued to inch his face closer leisurely. It's as if there was no one in the room but him and Shoyo, which pushed Kei even further. Kei bent his neck from left to right, popping it with a series of clicks in rapid succession. Then, he proceeded to do the same with the rest of his body to loosen up. Kei kept a calm face. The sound of his footsteps clacking echoed inside the empty room. Then, he stopped. Kei threw Kazu a punch. Kazu sidestepped to the right just enough. Kei's fist passed a hair's breadth from Kazu's face, dropping his hold of Shoyo. Shoyo rubbed his sore wrists from Kazu's previous grasp. Quickly, before Kazu could respond, with a follow-up, Kei swiftly punched Kazu in the solar plexus, knocking the wind out of the prince, and stunning him for a brief moment. Ow. Hey. Go easy on me. That hurts, you know? I'm just warming up. Kei snarled as he held Kazu firmly in his cold gaze. Kei took his time as he neared the fallen prince. No, Kei. Stop. He didn't do anything. You don't know what he did. No, I do. I swear, he didn't touch me. Kei turned his head to Shoyo. Why are you taking his side? You hooked up with a look-alike. Kei, watch it. Get lost, Kazu. Shoyo stood up and helped Kazu pick himself up and dusted his clothes. Shoyo. Kazu gave Shoyo an apologetic look. Shoyo smiled softly at Kazu. It was extremely irritating for Kei to see them act much like a couple. Kazu lifted a hand to brush against Shoyo's cheek. Kei allowed no such thing. He yanked Shoyo, making him bump his face on Kei's chest. Didn't I make myself clear? In a blink of an eye, Kei grabbed Shoyo's face using both hands and pressed his lips against his. His tongue slid inside Shoyo's mouth intensely, drool started dribbling down Shoyo's lips. Kei ran a hand up and down Shoyo's body, feeling his skin against the palm of his hand. Shoyo suppressed his moans the best of his ability, yet Kei was even more persistent. Seeing them kiss so passionately flustered Kazu to full extent. Shoyo panted as their lips parted, catching his breath. Kei's eyes flickered to Kazu, who was unamused. His eyes conveyed a serious back-off glare. Do not touch him. You're awfully slow to be my twin. Shoyo doesn't even want you. Kei clenched his fist so hard, his nails dug into the palm of his hand. Quit sticking your nose on someone else's business. Do you want me to shove it up your ass? You never change. Likewise. Come on, Kei-chan. Grow up. Don't think, I don't know what this is all about. If you think I'm going to give up my man after you did the silly trick of yours, forget it. Don't even try anymore. You can go tell mom and dad to fuck off. And I advise you to do the same. Sunday, 6:41 p.m. Kei and Shoyo stood right outside at an empty hallway. The rest of the students have already gathered by the pyre. Shoyo fidgeted in place. Am I making you uncomfortable? Shoyo shook his head. He was nervous. I just need to ask you one thing. Then you can run back to where you left him. I'm not gonna do that. Are you seeing Kazu? Kazu. Puffed. No way. Why would you think that? That's what it looks like. Kazu and I are just friends. Friends you say, yet you called him boyfriend. What was that all about? Huh? You're the one fraternizing with yams all the time. And what the actual fuck? You didn't even tell me he was your partner for the play. I told you, it's nothing like that. I thought we're over this. Look, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to tell you sooner. The hell does that still matter anyway? I didn't get to recite a damn word from that shitty half-ass script. Shoyo and Kei were shouting on top of the other. Wait. Boyfriend. When did I ever? At the class play, you were there? Kei nodded. I barely made it. It's just as Kazu said. Shoyo sighed. The truth is. Flashback starts. What the hell is wrong with you? You think I'd just let you fool around and kiss some other guy? And Yamaguchi of all people? Unbelievable. You know how I get around him. Why are you doing this to me? Don't get mad. Get even. Shoyo halted when he heard him speak. It's me, you idiot. Shoyo carefully inspected the prince's face, masked with a thin layer of makeup. Kazu. Wait, where's Kei? He was never here. You dragged me out yourself. Couldn't tell us apart? Shoyo dropped his hold of Kazu. No, well, I got so worked up and I didn't have time to worry about that. Your singing voices sound so similar I didn't think it was you, Kazu. Interesting. Kei let you hear his singing voice? That's new. But what the hell, Kazu? You told me Kei was the one performing? So why are you dressed up as the prince? Supposedly, yes. But I messed him up a little, Kģɪʀsᴛ. Besides, I know you wouldn't come to watch if I told you I'm the one performing. I thought you'd be proud of my achievement. Ah, Tadashi. Kei probably saw you confessing your love to me in front of the whole school. Well done. Kazu sarcastically applauded. That should get him worked up. Serves him right for stealing my babe. That's not what we agreed on. I know. The plan was to get the two of you together and me with Tadashi. Now you've ruined it? And I was so close to kissing Tadashi when you fucking interrupted, you moron. You said we're just gonna make Kei a little jealous. And it won't be until later tonight? But now it turned into a disaster. Yeah, that was the plan. I didn't think you'd go nuts if I, Tsukishima Kazu, kissed Tadashi. I told you, I thought you were Kei. You're insane. All of Class 1-4's hard work went down the drain just cause of your impulsiveness. And thanks to your valiant display yesterday, I went this far to piss my brother. That was inevitable, dickwad. Why can't you see what's happening? You're so dense. Other than me and my twin, you're probably the only person in the entire school who can tell us apart. And one other. It should have been fine if you just let the show roll. And don't blame me. It was my brother's fault in the first place. It would have been different, if Kei didn't leave his spot. He went cuckoo when I told him I kidnapped you, ha 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 ha. You freak. You should have seen his face. It was hilarious. He's crazy about you. But I didn't think it was this, crazy. Goddamn. God, hurry up and marry him so I can have Tadashi to myself. Tsk. It's not that easy. I'm gonna go look for him. No. Whatever Kazu. Kazu grabbed his arm to stop him. What else do you want? Not yet. Shoyo fiddled on his phone to check the time. He's probably waiting for me by the pyre. I need to see him. Anytime now. Before Shoyo could even try dialing Kei's number, his phone rang. Perfect timing. Kazu swiftly snatched the phone from Shoyo's hand. Hey, give it back. No baby boy. He needs to learn his lesson. He's already smart as he is. What kind of lesson does he still need? This. Kazu pressed the answer button. Inaudible noises. Kei spoke on the line, but Shoyo couldn't understand a thing he was saying. My love. Puffed. So sappy. Inaudible noises. Kazu grabbed Shoyo's wrists together and pulled them up as he pinned him against the wall. What? Shush. Kazu hushed Shoyo. Kazu places the phone on the desk nearest to his side and puts Kei on speaker mode. Shoyo's brows wrinkled, wondering what Kazu is up to now. With Kazu's free hand, he teased Shoyo, dragging his pants down, revealing Shoyo's skin. He tried to trace a finger down Shoyo's stomach. Stop. Get your hands off me. Shoyo sucks air in, so his stomach won't be touching Kazu. Kazu covered his mouth to muffle the sound of his laughter. Hee, cute. He whispered. And to get more reaction, he pulled Shoyo's pants, exposing everything, from the waist down. You like it here? The actor that he is, easily created the biggest misunderstanding. Kazu helped pull Shoyo's pants back up. Shoyo, all embarrassed, couldn't bear the sight of someone putting clothes on him. Kazu covered Shoyo's mouth with his other hand after he successfully dressed him. What the fuck are you doing to my boyfriend? Flashback ends. I'm sorry for acting stupid. I shouldn't have gone along with his games. I didn't think he'd mess it up either. I understand where you're coming from. That's why I warned you. Don't be so hard on yourself. You barely knew him. He's always been like that since we were kids. Kazu. The day of cast assignments. He pretended to be me and got the role. It was already too late when I tried backing out. They wouldn't believe me. Oh. A Kazu thing to do. Shoyo smiled softly. Which faded as quickly as it appeared. It's not like I want to badmouth him either, so I just let it be. I ran away. His voice cracked. I was afraid you'd hate me if you knew about the play. I don't want to disappoint you all over again. Please, believe me when I say, Yamaguchi's just a friend. Kei opened his mouth yet no more words came out. It's as if there was a huge lump stuck on his throat. I took the role, but if I played the part, I never would have done that. Your lips are the only pair I long for, Shoyo. Kei held Shoyo in his gaze. I wanted to reassure myself. For every day you deny me, and every lonely night, I would lie in bed thinking. I love Kei so much. Does he still love me? I love you. I've always loved you. Not a second in my life since I started loving you, have I ever nor will I ever stop loving you. Shoyo's eyes welled up. He looked up to blink back the tears and laughed, inappropriate to his flooding feelings. They say there will always be someone who loves more. I really wish it wasn't me. Kei could hear his own heart cracking. He knelt on one knee and took Shoyo's right hand. It's impossible to take back the harsh words I've already thrown at you. Neither can I turn back time and do things differently. I let my anger get the better of me. Words are nothing but empty. I know that, but I want to apologize. I made you feel so insecure. Kei's lips quivered along with his voice. To prove myself worthy of you. Will you give me another chance? Shoyo stared at Kei blankly. Like Kei was speaking some type of code he couldn't make sense of. When he finally got his thoughts together, Shoyo slowly retrieved his hand. Kei bit the side of his lip. Is that it? Will this be the end? He shouldn't feel dejected. He had no right to, after every cruel thing he did to Shoyo. Somewhere along the way, he went wrong. His choice of actions led him to this point. Someday, my prince will come. Kei swallowed and bit down hard as a tear escaped his eye. Shoyo shuffled and knelt in front of Kei. He cupped Kei's cheeks and wiped the tear away. Crybaby. He finally found me today. His name was Tsukishima Kei. Tsukishima Kei's face scrunched up. The corners of his mouth pulled downwards. Eyebrows, wrinkled at a point. His teeth, chattering. What? You're really making an ugly face. Shoyo laughed softly. What? Did you really think I'd break up with you over that? For a moment there, I almost believe you could. That scared the shit out of me. Kei sniffled. Hee. That's payback for bullying me. Shoyo opened his arms. My love. The twinkle in Kei's teary eyes could be seen despite the darkness. Kei took up on his offer and threw himself onto Shoyo, knocking the both of them to the ground. Shoyo lay on his back while Kei had his head on Shoyo's chest. The floor's dirty, you know. I bet it's not as dirty as you. Good point. You're late. Did you bring your white horse? Sorry. Your modern-day prince was stuck in traffic. And it was rush hour to boot. That's your excuse. I would have forgiven you if you told me you were playing volleyball. Shoyo and Kei burst out laughing heartily in chorus. Apparently, my fairy godmother turned out to be the evil queen. I just defeated him in battle. It was a close fight. Close fight? All it took was a punch in his gut? Weakling. Gee. And a lot more glaring? Haha. And that too. What can I do? I'm just claiming what's rightfully mine. Shoyo's cheeks blushed. He thanked the gods, the night hit it perfectly. So. How will we get to the ball? And I didn't get the hocus pocus, shing-alling on my dress. You're confusing it for a different story. No, I'm not. Kei chuckled. The dance will be over soon. Kei squeezed Shoyo in his embrace one last time, before he got up. Come, let's dance. It's not yet midnight. We might just make it in time. Kei announced, rolling with Shoyo's jumbled Snow White Cinderella crossover. Kei picked Shoyo up, bridal style. Shoyo entwined his fingers around Kei's nape. Hey. Put me down, quick. This is embarrassing. We're still at school, you know. We'd be dead if sensei caught us again. This time for sure. Just until we get outside. Let me carry thy princess. Kei kissed Shoyo's crown. Shoyo felt relief. He no longer has to worry his pretty little head. Kei-kun? How may I serve you, your highness? Shoyo pulled himself up a little, and planted a soft kiss on Kei's cheek. Kei had to pause to take it in. I'm glad you're not Snow White's prince. A smile painted Kei's lips. And I'm glad to be called yours.